Hello, I'm Matthew Franz. Welcome to Hermit in the Woods Tarot, a place for honest insight, gentle guidance, and clarity from the cards. Here we take time to understand what tarot reviews and help you navigate life's twists and turns with intention. Hi, here's your parable for today, the Sagittarius Hermit in the Woods. Once upon a time, a Sagittarius, restless as the wind, wandered into the woods. He carried two things, a backpack full of ambition and a GPS that only said more, more, more. At first, he chased after the big things gold, fame, applause, the kind of money that makes your hat spin if it blows in the wind. But the forest had a way of humbling wanderers. One morning, he tripped over a tree root and spilled all his ambition across the moss. He sat there, rubbing his shin, and a tiny squirrel stared at him like, "Really, buddy?" And he remembered the word of Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under heaven. Maybe the forest was saying, "Slow down, Sagittarius. There's a season for everything, even naps." So he started small. He found a joy long without checking his phone. He learned to sleep until his beard grew a little more majestic. He even tried eating vegetables without turning them into pizza. Every little thing he embraced felt like a treasure. Proverbs 21:5 whispered through the pines. The plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty. And he realized money, fame, and chasing big things weren't evil. They just weren't where his energy needed to go anymore. The best path was one where he invested in rest, in love, in simple daily victories. By the time he left the woods, he wasn't the same Sagittarius. The GPS still said more, but he just smiled, pocketed it, and said, "Nah, today I'll take a nap instead." And somewhere in the distance, the squirrel nodded in approval. Let's get to your tarot reading. Hello, Sagittarius. Today is February 13th, 2026, and this reading is for, I believe it's the 15th through the 21st, which is basically your next week. So, weekly tarot reading. This is career and love, and here we begin. So, in the quiet woods, the Sagittarius Hermit lays out the cards. First up, we got Page of Blades. And the Page of Blades is a messenger of curiosity and learning. In career, it whispers, ask questions, explore new ideas. Don't assume you know the full story. A spark of mental energy could lead to a breakthrough, and maybe a new project or role is calling. Next up, we got the Queen of Dragons. And this is from the House of Dragon Tarot deck. And I do the Iron Throne spread. So Queen of Dragons is a fiery, confident force. She says, lead with courage and vision. Have the power to inspire and take control of your path. In love, it could be someone bold or magnetic entering your life, or a reminder to embrace your own fiery self without hiding. Next up, we have the Seven of Tangards. And this is reflection and choices. Not every opportunity is gold. Some are illusions. Career-wise, pick the path that aligns with your values, not just with shining reward. In love, consider what truly matters, not just fantasy or fleeting excitement. And next up, we have the Page of Dragons. And this is another messenger, but of passion and action. It encourages exploration and initiative. Combined with the first page, this is double confirmation. Learn fact, act wisely, and take that first step. And lastly, we have the Justice card. And adding the Justice changes the flavor of your reading. It's like the Hermit suddenly finds a balanced scale in the forest. Let's fold it with the rest of your spread. So as the hermit walks deeper into the woods, he stumbles on the justice, a tall figure holding a scale, looking at him like, "Time to own your choices, kid." For career, justice reminds you that every action has a consequence. If you've been cutting corners or chasing only flashy opportunities, the scales tip. Focus on integrity, fair dealings, and decisions. That won't come back to bite you. Long-term gains are worth the wait. Hasty wins will feel hollow. For love, Justice asks, are your intentions honest? Are you giving as much as you expect? This is a card of balance. Look for mutual respect, not just chemistry or drama. And energy focus, channel your energy where it aligns with both your values and well-being of others. Justice loves clarity, fairness, and responsibility. So, spirit reminder, Ace of Crowns. Even as you measure and weigh, there's a fresh start waiting. The universe says, do it right, and abundance flows. Sagittarius Hermit mutters to himself. So basically, don't lie, don't cheat, and maybe nap less, but strategically. And last up for the spirit message, we have the Ace of Crowns. And this is a blessing of new beginnings and abundance. The Spirit is saying a fresh chapter is possible if you focus your energy where it matters. Plant the seeds for growth now, both in career and love. If this reading gave you a little clarity or even made you smile, hit that like button and subscribe so the hermit can keep wandering these woods with you. Trust me, there are more messages, laughs, and tiny squirrel nods ahead. So here's your final message for Sagittarius. In the quiet of the forest, the Sagittarius Hermit spreads out his cards on a mossy rock. The wind rustles through the trees, whispering, "Stop chasing everything shiny and start noticing what matters." The first card, Page of Blades, winks at him. Curiosity is your compass. Ask questions, learn fast, but don't get distracted by gossip or glittering promises. Then strides in the Queen of Dragons, fiery and bold. She says, "Lead with courage. Don't hide your fire, whether at work or in love. Take the initiative, but don't burn the bridge behind you." The hermit sighs and glances at the Seven of Tangards, choices, illusions. Not every opportunity is gold. And remember, it hums. A dream job that looks perfect on Instagram may be a nightmare in real life. Same with love. Pick what you truly nourishes your heart. Next, the Page of Dragons nudges him again. Time to act. You've learned, you're observed. Now step boldly what excites you. But make sure it's real, not a mirage. He glances at the Justice card, and the scales tip gently in the breeze. Your choices matter, fairness, integrity, and accountability. They're not boring. They're a path to real reward. Skip the shortcuts. They lead to headaches. Finally, the Ace of Crown grows like a tiny sunrise through the trees. A new beginning awaits. Focus your energy wisely. Plant seeds where they will grow. Rest, love, and small victories will matter as much as any big prize. The hermit laughs to himself, brushing moss off his cloak. So sleep enough, eat real food, take long walks, nurture the people who matter, and stop chasing glittery nonsense. Got it, universe? Also, maybe a little nap first. And somewhere in the distance, a squirrel gives a tiny nod of approval.